Hello, everybody. All right, let's continue on. Won't read any lore right now. We'll read some near the end, maybe.
Bung had so many uses.
Do you think we should go and help?
It sounds like Otto has everything under control. As always.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. Oh, look at those bruises. Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, Master Carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you
Hey,
need
Jordan,
from
how's
the
it going?
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Here we are. I'd better get this to... Geoffrey, was it?
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching
Your mouth
that
was
wood
almost
wasn't
sealed.
too
That's
much
good.
trouble.
Sorry you're still sick, though.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now. I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. By the look of those bruises.
Make it quick. What's that for you, dear? Anything else? Lacey, I'm busy here. What do you want? That it? Fine.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops around Valencia. Shop stocks change as the story progresses, so be sure to check frequently. How much gil do I have? 1200. I'll buy that.
It'd better all be here. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guiltier name. You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you.
Or go.
All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
If I just bought a fucking sword for no reason, I swear to God.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Thank you, Torgal. Ain't gonna be a sword in there. Hello, though. What is this? The Arret Stone. The Arret Stone is now accessible. The customizable virtual battlescape provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manners of enemies. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses the story. Hall of Virtue. Appearance. Oh, okay. Hall of Virtue. Yeah, let's train. The Hall of Virtue is a fully customizable battlescape that provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities to train against all manners of enemies. Press start to when training in the menu to adjust both enemy and ally parameters.
It's over. You all done?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
Use a world map to instantly travel to previously unlocked locations. New locations are unlocked by progressing through the main story or discovering waymarks as the obelisks. The world map will open automatically upon leaving an area, but can also be accessed at any time via the main menu.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Great wood. The Holy Empire of Santa Brick.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
And I told you we're outlaws. You want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital? Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor? You know,
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. But a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Bloodflies and all.
we'll be back in Imperial land soon. You all right?
Never better.
Sounds like it. That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Banning Embers. A hero's best friend, Torgal, has joined the party and will fight alongside Clive. Use to toggle between items, shortcuts, and pet commands. The following 3 commands are available: Sick, Heal, and Ravage. Timely assistance. The accessories known as removes the need to giving Torgal commands.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts. Nothing a trained assassin can't handle, though.
How reassuring.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut. Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Oh, maybe they're not.
There, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him! Get him!
have a way to go.
You like that, don't you?
Oh yeah, you can pet the pupper. 10 out of 10 game right there.
Your lordship. What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea. I didn't think he'd eat the done.
You got me.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Remember when I said there'd be deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts aren't much better.
Only thing to mention is now. That's enough!
You lose. Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
So far, I'm enjoying it. It's been good. It looks really good.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Yes.
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
I do remember that fight. Oh, okay. We're gonna have a battle.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't happen to be a friend of yours, though.
Oh.
Get him, boy! Too slow. Well done, Torgo. Get him! There, boy! Give them all you've got, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Get him! You know what to do, boy! My wounds, boy! Don't let them get away! Torgal!
That's pretty cool though. Dragon Talon, Sharp Fangs. Kind of want to play Final Fantasy 14 again, but it's just such a time
Must be a
sink.
nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
Guess we're all ready.
Well, it appears we won't be going this way. I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
Oh, you had your voice in Japanese? Okay.
What is it, boy?
At least one.
Why trust in your animal instincts when you now have an actual animal at your side? If you are lost, press down and let Torgal point you in the right direction.
Knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Gets pets. Oh, you get a treat. There you go.
Well, they look not too happy. Unfortunately, it's not my fault. This is stupid. I like wool.
I don't think they care, Sid.
A little help! A little help! My wounds, boy! Torgal! My wounds, boy! You know what to do, boy. You're finished!
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't. sword sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly. Not this time.
Don't let them get away.
Just what I needed.
Oh shit.
There, boy. My wounds, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of talking. Don't let them get away. Get him.
Aye, aye, someone's got the hump.
Not this time.
Where he stops, no one knows. I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
There's a good boy.
Damn it.
Too slow.
Keep your distance, boy.
Too slow.
Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. A little help. My wounds, boy.
Come on. Stand back.
Boom.
You're dominant.
Rama?
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Old bloody Rome of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Sid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. But what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Okay?
Fetch!
Clive, what exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant of fire?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
Stay down! It's over! Stay down! It's over!
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
In no time. Right.
A great wood Vast forests in the southwestern part of Santa Barbara. Wildlife thrives here, but the delicately balanced ecosystem has been thrown into disarray in recent years by the encroachment of the blight and the beasts driven before it. So dangerous has it become that travelers rarely venture it anymore. Founder leader of the hideaway, where he's and his comrades labor to liberate bearers and dominants from servitude, a life that Sid knows all too well as he bears the burden of being the dominant of Rama, Warden of Thunder. No longer does he fight for any one nation, but for the people of Valencia. Torgo, Clive's faithful friend, the two were separated on the night of the tragedy at Phoenix Gate, yet reunited 13 years later in the depths of the Nissa Defile. In the intervening years, Torgal not only grew into a fine hound, but met with Sid, who trained him to work as a hunting dog. After meeting with Clive again, Torgal gladly returned to the service of his former master.
Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
Off with his head.
It is true my liege
Never mind.
values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
That woman.
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Let's get this over with then. At least they're not giant lizards.
Put a lady on the wind!
There, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Too slow. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Flashes orange, repeatedly tap X.
Behind you.
Give them all you've got, boy. And now, give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. Not this time. get him! Not this time.
Hi, Deej.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that. Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lost Swing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
Stage replay and arcade mode. Stage replay and arcade mode are now available in the hideaways of Red Stone. Enter the virtual battlescape for details on each of the new options.
If our quarry's one and the same as Benedicta Harmon's, then we've got a world of trouble waiting for us in Lost Wing.
Look what the curl dragged in. Taking an interest, are you?
Taking an interest, are you? Wondering why such a commonly cultured lady would cast her lot with this rabble? Because she's got a special arrangement with the rabble rouser. That's why I scratch his back and Sid's back and he scratches mine. Use me old trade and connections to bring in whatever him and his little band needs, and they pay what I ask.
To sweeten the deal.
And to sweeten the deal, he's given me a home here, far from the prying eyes of those who'd wish me ill, and there's no shortage of them, believe you me.
Go on then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Make it quick. So, what it be? Should last you a good while. No scratches, all right?
Oh, son of a bitch. I just fucked up.
That it?
I didn't want to make a long sword because I bought the long sword.
Look what the curl dragged in. Second in it. And to sweeten it. Go on then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Well? So, what'll it be? You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. Should last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you. Anything else?
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital.
Where to next?
Look at those bruises.
So now we rest and regroup.
Yes? What? Going purse weighing you down? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. Come again. Don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
In arcade mode, you can re-challenge previously completed stages by and be scored on execution. Points are awarded for performance in battle. The more complex your battle techniques, the higher your score. The higher your score, the better overall rating. TCBAS. At any time, or a time limit is assigned on each stage, and points can only be earned before it expires. Any accolades earned during the stage will also be added to your final score. Successfully performing battle techniques are displayed in real time on the right hand of the screen. Techniques scoring is as follows. Arcane mode bonuses. Executing a variety of complex attacks and techniques will increase your technical bonus multiplier. improving the rate which battle performance is tallied. Avoiding actions and taking damage will cause the multiplier to gradually deplete. Arcane mode gear. While player level consumable items and gear are predetermined for each stage, iconic abilities can be used to one's liking. Also, equipment restrictions do not apply to accessories.
I suppose not.
There's a roof for battle performance in each egg of the stage. Clive score displayed in the upper right of the screen. Below is a technical bonus. Score.
Did I mention
While accessing the Eret Stone, Clive can replay any of the main scenario major battles sequence. This mode can be used to revisit cutscenes, collect forgotten items, and earn XP and AP, or retry missed achievements.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Arabelle Downs, the idyllic plains that stretch across the southern reaches of the Holy Empire are sparsely populated, unless one knows where to look. Sometime later. The Holy Empire send Rebecca.
so much for arriving before sunset?
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Obelisk. Tuning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and local map. Clive need only approach obelisk to attune it. Louder than words.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Mistakes. Let's make this quick.
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
You! Go no further another step!
That's enough. More Waluders. But why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
No sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Get it, boy!
An achievement for petting Torgal 5 times.
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it? That sounds like a child. It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
church, I know. I'm one step ahead of you. You go in through the front, I'll take the rear. Anyone stands in our way, the other can stab him in the back.
Just looking for items real quick.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Ugh. The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, It would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta, Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
He's kind of ruthless.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Where did... What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, then Sid has some explaining to do. Not this time. A little help. Don't let them... Get him, Mo. You better be on your way, Sid. That'll help.
Damn it.
My wounds, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Over here.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
Well, this is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive.
and should the
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
His name will live on
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
Meanwhile, Kaer Norvent, the Holy Empire Center.
Believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. While Bahamut may lead 100 full legions, could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Caernarvon. One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists.
The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
The dead of night. As the story progresses, new weapons and items will become available at hideaways, trading posts, Karen's Toll, as will new forging recipes at the Black Hammer.
Settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kit.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
What can I interest you in today? You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You won't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Damn Royalists. We'll need every chocobo in the valley to clear this.
And the frame drop is crazy when it's dark. Even on low, it's like 28 frames. That's crazy.
What would the King Waloed want with our tiny village anyway?
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Walooders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Walooders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we? Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quinton. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village. and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
Following evening.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
The road south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
How did you get there when we came down this? What? Mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers will remove the skin of the grapes after pressing, leaving both skin and seed in the juice to commingle, creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. That once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed, and the must is then transferred to wooden barrels of oak or chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving textures, all while lessening bitterness. Oswang is a settlement located in central Sambrek on the northeastern edge of the Great Wood. Having initially found prosperity as a stopover point for traveling traders, it fell from favor when newer, better roads bypassed it and eventually fell off the map entirely. Presently, its obscurity serves as a cover to Matska's burgeoning status as a safe haven for bearers who work at the nearby vineyard for Quentin. Alderman and co-conspirator of Sid's, while casks of Goltund Rogue age and Lostwing cellars provide the village with much needed income. Caer Norvent, an imperial stronghold located along the southern fringe of Sembrequa territory, far from its capital of Oriflame. It occupies a key strategic position adjacent to the Crystal Belt and is suitably formidably fortified as a result. Within its walls, there are living quarters, a church, a jail, and sufficient storehouses to see the occupants through a lengthy siege.
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
Okay, so I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. The Hymns of Gregor. And thus did Gregor summon together her 270 spirits of light and tell them of the holy heralds she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering, for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds who are a part of me and who are me shall be bread unto the starving, and as water unto the thirsty, and shall bring light where there is only darkness.
Weep not, my children, for hope is not yet lost. Keep faith in your hearts, and the goddess Skriga will not forsake
Grieger.
you.
Come back to me, my darling. I can't bear another night without you.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
Oh yeah, bud, we are.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
Wrong way, friend.
Told you.
Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal.
That should be fine.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he's sent his best to execute it.
Just like a lady said. That's enough. It's over.
I'll tell your lady you tried. Care Normans. Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with Royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
That's enough. You lose.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
So, tell me about this Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey.
Hmm?
Excuse me. Go back to the hideaway real quick.
See, I'm busy here. What do you want? And?
And what do you want? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Make it quick. What do you want? That it? Fine.
Look what the curl dragged in. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. I reckon I can find a buyer.
Well? What do you want? And how am I meant to do that then? Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. And?
Do you think we should go and help?
It sounds like Otto has everything under control. As always.
Young and
So many uses.
Good day. Or... You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
That seal of coincidence, you keep that close, all right? Is there a mistrusting lot, and I'd rather they didn't, well, hang you.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
The land has fallen. The Eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Zidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not. My liege. I serve you, and you alone.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
One of our sentries has failed to report, my lady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there. So you've come for me after all.
Headwind.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
We should start with the dungeons. They may be holding the bearers there.
Sound plan. As long as we keep ourselves on this side of the bars.
In here. They're all empty.
And you're gonna give up?
Sid. This gate.
Need some help.
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, yes. Good news, lads.
Your search is over.
Give them all you've got, boys.
So, where to next?
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Take your pick.
How about a window?
Bloody show off. Well, we found the Imperial garrison. Right where the Royalists left them.
Damn it. They're everywhere.
Don't let them get away. Toggle. your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Over here. Keep your distance, boy. Well done, Torgo. My wounds, boy.
Never were one for half measures, were you, Benedicta? These poor sods didn't know what hit them. All this bloody running. After them.
Well guarded. Attacking an opponent from the front while it's guarding will deal no damage. Circle to the rear to penetrate defenses. Certain basic abilities such as Burning Blade and Charred Magic, as well as icon abilities such as Phoenix Rising Flames, can instantly break an opponent's guard even if delivered from the front.
Seems they were expecting.
the chapel.
Then Great Grieger must have plans for us. What the hell happened here? Little late for prayer, isn't it?
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god? I was waiting for you.
Not for too long, I hope. All this for a midnight chat. Well, let's chat then. Where are the men and women you took from Lost Wing?
You mean where's the dominant? Well, you shall be requiring his services indefinitely. Come back to me, Sidolphus. I need you. Think of all the things we can create together. The world that we can build.
You need me? Your king needs me. I'm all for building a new world. Just not his. That bastard's dreams are as twisted as his promises are false. And I want no part of them.
King Barnabas saved you, and this is how you speak of him. Have you no shred of loyalty?
What? To a leader who'd use me? Like he uses you.
You know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
You're right. I don't know who you are anymore. Or what you want. I only know what you used to say. That you were tired of running. That you just wanted to be free. Free of it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed? What made you think you had to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted?
Sacrifice. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's no shame, then why do you feel so sorry for yourself?
A rousing speech, Lord Commander. I was a fool to believe you might have changed. The only person I feel sorry for is you! I can't do this anymore. If you would stand between our liege and his dream, then you leave me no choice. Goodbye, Sidolphus.
Stand back, Clive.
Okay, what's happening here? Brawl.
Finish them.
Well, Sid. At least it's not against one. She doesn't look happy, Torgal. Come on. A little help! Keep your distance, boy. Not this time. Sit them, Torgal. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Get them. There, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
Whew.
Sid, are you all right?
Do I look all right? Benedicta will be on her way to collect the Dominant, if she hasn't already. You can't afford to let them leave. Remember, she has wings, you don't.
What about you?
Before or after I catch my breath?
Sorry. Come on, Torgal. She must be here somewhere.
Withdrawal has been signaled.
Some opponents will cast cure spells to heal their allies. Defeat these spellcasters first to prevent drawn out battles.
I'm running out of tower.
Our lady wants us gone before sunrise. It's over.
She better not have flown away. No holding back.
Don't let them get away.
Too slow. Not this time.
Give them all you've got, boy.
Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away.
A little help. Give them all you've got, boy.
Torgal. Too slow. Not this time. Finally.
I confess I expected more from the old man. And less from you. This is the second time you've bested my sisters. Men of your talents are rare indeed. Why cast your lot with such undesirables? If it is the hearth you long for, you will find more than enough warmth under my wings.
You know exactly what I want. Hand over the dominant, and I'll leave you in peace.
You would dare to make demands of me. Know your place, little lamb. Fool is the shepherd who heeds every bleat of the flock. And I will suffer yours no longer. Must I spell it out for you, Branded? No one is listening. No one at all! Ah! Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you.
Keep your distance, boy. Not this time. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away.
No.
Toggle!
Cry all you like. There's no one to save you now.
Not this time.
to join your pet.
I'll bury it together!
Stay down.
Don't touch me!
Too slow.
I pressed the wrong button. Yes, Torgal. That's our boy.
Give them all you've got, boy. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you both!
Give them all you've got, boy.
Not enough yet!
Too slow. Give them all you've got, boys. Not this time.
Damn.
You are but a branded! How? How did you do it? How did you even survive? How?
The answer is simple, Benedicta. He was fighting for something he believed in.
Shut up! Why aren't you dead?
We've played your games. Now tell me where he is.
Who? What are you?
Clive?
There you are.
Clive!
Enough of this. What? She's gone.
Nope.
What's happening?
Give her back! Give her back! Give her back!
My lady!
Where is she? Where is Garuda? What have you done to me? What have you done?
Look at me, my lady. We need you here.
What the hell is going on?
Her power, you took it from her. How'd you do that? Fuck me. I hope the bear has found a way out. Clive, this place is ready to collapse, and I'd rather not be here when it does. If your dominant started this fire, and I'm betting he did, he'll be long gone.
Damn it all.
What was that?
I created a diversion as commanded, Your Grace. The villagers escaped in the confusion. As should we.
Yes.
Oh, look. Morning has broken. And here come the cavalry, itching to butcher the bastards who made them miss their morning gruel. Come on. If they catch us leaving a burning care, people might jump to conclusions.
Right.
Wings of Change. The power of wind. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Garuda's essence. Attuning with Garuda not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new icon abilities such as Gouge, a deadly flurry of talons that can tear into an opponent for multiple hits. Ability details can be found in the ability menu. Garuda's feet. Garuda's icon feet, Deadly Embrace, can be used to draw smaller, lighter enemies towards Clive. The action can also topple larger enemies and become partially staggered when their gauge reaches 50%. Toppling an enemy in this manner can deal significant damage. Changing icons. Press left trigger to cycle between currently attuned icons in real time, allowing for a more varied assault. Cooldown times for icon abilities are displayed around the corresponding icon in the ability widget. Oh, so I can switch between. Oh my god, okay, wait. That just adds more combo.
Benedicta said you'd taken her power. You don't still have it, do you?
I think I do. I can feel it. It's inside me, along with the flames.
Well, are you not keen to try it out? What could possibly go wrong?
Garuda channeled.
Where did you two come
Okay, that is amazing.
That's enough.
Someone heal me, damn it.
They've come from the camp.
maybe we should make a quick little save. Even though there's autosave. Doesn't hurt.
You there. They'll fall like all the rest. Well done, Torkel.
The bridge is closed. A little help. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Torgal. Too slow. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
Oh, it's only me.
Damn it, Gav. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
It's not me who's been playing with fire. Don't do things by halves, do you? This way. So if it wasn't you or him who freed the bearers, who was it?
Good question. Someone who didn't have their hands full fighting a bloody harpy, I guess. But what matters is they're safe. Something they wouldn't be had it not been for you, Gav.
Just doing me job, like. So, what about his dominant?
Gone. And after we were so close.
Well, I can track him.
Why would you?
Sid told us about your family. Lost me on to Imperial Steel. Sometimes vengeance is the only thing that keeps you going.
Thank you.
Go safely, brothers.
I reckon he likes you.
She's gone. She's gone.
My lady, you have to hold on. We're going to get
Gone,
you.
gone, gone. What am I going to do? Barnabas?
How long to the coastal road?
At this pace, we won't make it by sunset.
He'll know. He'll cast me out like all the others. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
My lady.
Carol.
What do we have here?
Fetch a good price, I reckon.
Well, we'd be doing the slavers a disservice if we didn't praise her work.
Stay away!
It's all right. They can't hurt you anymore. Come on. Let's go home.
Is this it, Adolphus? My punishment for not listening to you? This wretched world!
Hey, Huntsman. It's going pretty good.
Deserves to die. It all deserves to die! 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 Die!
Oh shit.
Sid.
Do you feel it too?
Garuda. By the flames.
She's drawn in too much ether. She can't control it. If Garuda isn't stopped, that vortex will swallow this whole forest, and us along with it.
Then I'll stop her.
You'll stop her.
I heard it again. Someone is calling me.
Damn it, lad. That doesn't mean you have to listen. Well, I should have gone with Gav. Clive, I don't think you understand. That's not just windy weather you're wandering into. Benedicta's rage knows no bounds. And that's on a good day. I don't want to know what's waiting inside that.
But I do. I have to find out. And I'm not turning back.
So many.
Aye. One for every fragment of our mind.
This won't be easy. My wounds, boy. I need help. This time. Give them all you've got, boy. No holding back. There's more of it. Come on. Better already. got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy.
He's in there. I know it.
This is probably a good time to come back to base and up my potions and everything.
Yes? What? Go on then. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Make it quick. Not saying for you, dear. Yeah, that should do you. Not my best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do. And?
Look what the curl dragged in. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered
That's
either
next.
way.
For now.
Do you think we should go and help?
It sounds like Otto has everything under control. So nice.
Young had so many uses.
Have you come for a tale? Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
All right. Garuda, the Warden of Wind. Oh wait, I see what I've done. My bad. Okay. Well, we'll read it now. The Warden of Wind, who Benedicta transformed into during her ill-fated fight from the Empire. It takes the form of a fearful harpy, summoning storms and tearing into the flesh of its prey with hawk-like talons, such as the Icon's frenzy for destruction that even allies of the dominant of the day and won't to begin fleeing the battlefield when dark clouds gather overhead. The Eye of the Tempest. A raging vortex born upon Benedicta Harmon's descent into madness and loss of control of her icon, Garuda. Its power is such that not only are the entire villages swept by its passing, the very ground beneath the gouged and disfigured. The commander of Walud's elite intelligence and dominate of Garuda, the Warden of Wind, while her alliances with Hugo Kupka would appear to be naught but a ruse guided by the hand of King Barnabas. Her love for her former Lord Commander Sid was deep and true, left in a quote abyssal hole in her heart when she fled Walud. History of Benedicta, leader. Born in the land beyond the Twin Sid, journeyed to Galicia as a sword for hire. It was here that he entered the service of Walud, awakened as a dominant, and was finally elevated to Lord Commander of the Royal Army. However, he was soon to abandon his post in Benedicta, that he might instead create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms. A man named Margrace. A mysterious man that many believe to be a dominant fire. He's rarely seen without his heavy robe nor his loyal attendant. The two journey together far and wide across the realm to an unknown end. Royal Intelligencers. An all-elite royal knight of Walud, led by Benedicta Harmon, who led clandestine incursions deep into the territory of enemy nations for myriad purposes, espionage and assassination chief among them. Unlike Walud's main battlefield forces, whose order are usually instead issued by their Lord Commander, the intelligence reported directly to the king, or at least they did, until the dissolution of the aftermath of Sid and Clive's surprise attack on Caer Norvins. Semi-priming. The act of dominant calling upon a part of their icon's power without fully transforming into the legendary beast itself. It does not require nearly as much aether to fully prime, taking less of a toll on the dominant's flesh. Upon semi-priming, the host takes on some aspects of their icon, sprouting wings or becoming clad in stone. Alright, Gav. This faithful scout who put his legendary nose to work in tracking the movements of slavers, soldiers, and other objects of interest to the hideaway, the ever agreeable fellow, only too gladly delving behind enemy lines if you can get a good story or two out of it. Sharon, one of Sid's most trusted allies, a merchant who calls the hideaway her home with a little help from her hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice Goetz. She can source whatever supplies the residents of the hideaway need, provided they are willing to pay. She wears a glass eye in her right socket. Goetz in Sharon's service. Apprentice to Sharon, an ally of the hideaway, a gentle giant who has a warm word for everyone, but is not afraid to put his foot down in the face of injustice. Goetz's every waking moment is spent in service of his Nan, and he can do little of his own accord without her express permission. Quentin, the indestructible landlord of Lost Wings Tavern and the leader of the village. Attendant of Margrace, servant of the man who goes by the name Lord Margrace. Together they travel across the Twins to some unknown end. Gerolf second in command to Waleed's Royal Intelligence, serving under Benedict Harmon, killed by footpads while attempting to evacuate the stricken Benedicta from the collapsing Caer Norvent. Rosalith, the capital city of the duchy. I thought we already read that. Hanged Man, Quentin's Tavern in Lost Wing. It is very much the beating heart of the village. Not only do the villagers congregate here to eat, drink, and make merry, it is also frequented by traveling traders seeking to load their wagons with Lost Wing's famous wine. Orbell Downs in southwestern Senbreck, where the great woods end, lies the secluded meadows of Orbell. Here the soil is rich and the climate temperate, while the slope terrain provides ample runoff for rain, making the location perfect for growing of wine grapes, something the residents of nearby Lost Wing take very seriously. Norvent Valley, an expansive river valley that cuts through southern central Senbreck. The fortress of Caer Norvent rises along its eastern edge. Dalmekian Republic, a nation formed for a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has its capital at Rundella. It is also home to the mother crystal known as Drake Fang. There is no official state religion, and citizens are free to worship as they please. Dalmekia's key political entry is a parliament, which is formed of ministers representing each of the states, with the prime minister as its head. Fort Zernitra, a stronghold situated at the western end of Nissa Defile in the Dalmekian Republic. In the year 873, it served as a site of meeting convened by the Dalmekians with their Waluder allies in an attempt to enlist their aid in driving back Iron Blood, who have been a thorn at their side since the Battle of the Twin Realms 8 years before. The Men of the Fist, Dalmekian standing army. While officially an organ of the Republic, each of its 5 states is granted relative autonomy with regards to the management of its troops. Aside from certain specialized squads, battle deployments are mostly comprised of small units employing a mixture of foot soldiers and battle mages. The former are known and feared for their curved swords and prodigious axes and the deadly skill with which they wield. Republican Parliament. The highest council of government of the Republic of Dalmekia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation, though their will is often molded to that of the permanent economic advisor Hugo Kupka, who leverages his power as a dominant of Titan to shape the Republic's policy. The Zernitra Council. Looking to bring an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Kingdom, the Dalmeks convened a council with their leader allies in Zernitra stronghold. However, the Wallarders were unwilling to concede to the Dalmek's request, leaving the Republic no choice but to field its dominant, Hugo Kupka. In so doing, Parliament further indebted itself to this already powerful player in the national politics. The Nissa Defile, a deep, arid valley located in the eastern part of the Dalmekian Republic. During the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, it was the site of repeated skirmishes as the Iron Kingdom attempted to make incursions into Dalmekian territory. The Kingdom of Walud, the sole surviving nation in Ash. Walud has its capital in Stonir, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. A warlike land is considerable military and might serve to keep neighboring countries at bay. Not not all are deterred. However, the constant need to fight off hordes of beastmen prevents the royalists from launching a full incursion into Storm. Thalwyn, a mining settlement in the south part of the continent of Ash, it is known for the adamantite it produces, a resource highly prized for its unrivaled durability, but this is both a blessing and a curse, leading as it has to repeated attacks by marauding orcs over the years. Though previously well protected, the encroachment of the Blight has seen citizens deserting in their droves, leaving the town even more vulnerable to an attack. The Iron Kingdom, an archipelago nation suited off the west coast of the Storm, with its capital Craig Lost. The Mother Crystal Drake's Breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within its border. I think we already knew that. You read that one. Drake's Breath. One of Alicia's 5 remaining Mother Crystals located on the volcano. Reread that. The Iron Crusade. The fighting forces of the Iron Crusade ultimate command rests with the king, whose issue orders directly to the commanders of each of the battalion's Iron Blood soldiers generally prefer heavy clubs and great axes over swords and other lighter weapons. This rather brutal approach is indicative of their overall attitude, which has earned them a reputation on continent as savage, if somewhat primitive warriors. Bandits. Those who make their coin by stealing from others or from their corpses. Banditry is outlawed in every corner of the realm, so those who turn to it must make their beds far from the eyes of the constabulary. Often setting up camps in abandoned villages, some brigands will elect to band into small armies that together they might have the strength to make raids upon towns and villages in search for food, funds they need to survive. The Northern Territories. A bitterly cold region in the northern reaches of the continent of Storm. It was originally home to the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Eye, around which a series of small nations sprang up, nations whose belligerents proved troublesome for Rosaria over the centuries. In time, however, the Mother Crystal's power dwindled, and with it, the power of these warlike nations, with the Blight encroaching on their territories evermore. The remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Almond Rosefield of Rosaria in the year 1854. The Crystalline Orthodox. Religion dedicated to the worship of the Mother Crystals. Its priesthood enjoy great power with the patriarch leader and chief shepherd of the faithful. The most powerful of all. While best known as the state religion of the insular Iron Kingdom, it was once practiced throughout Valencia. To its believers, the Mother Crystals are literal gods, and the wasteful expenditure of aether through the use of magic is strictly forbidden. As such, those who do use magic, dominance and bearers both, are seen as subhuman abominations. The Battle of Twin Realms. The Battle of Twin Realms was a conflict between the Holy Empire of Sanbreque and the Kingdom of Waloed in the year 865. Sanbrequois forces, with the power of the Icon Bahamut on their side, took the Strait of Otha back from Waloed, putting an end to the blockade that had lasted several decades. The Waloeders, looking to hold back the Sanbrequois advance by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dalmatian Republic, who themselves were waging war against the Iron Kingdom on the Western Front and prevented the Empire from progressing any further. Okay, so bestiary, we got Sharada, an ethereal conjuration summoned forth by Benedicta Harmon when Clive encountered the dominant of wind nearing Lost Wing. Despite their size, the creature's heavily feathered wings did not seem to hamper its movements. which was disconcertingly nimble, more soul than speed, though it was Sharada's array of powerful magics that set it apart from lesser foes. Suparna, an ethereal creation of Benedict Carmen, dominant of wind, when summoned in Caer Norvent alongside her twin Sharada, the pair worked in tandem to attempt to overwhelm Cid and Clive, wielding a panoply of potent magics and deadly aerial assaults. Orcs, a warlike yet surprising organized species of beastmen native to Ash. They have been long in conflict with the Waluders over control of the continent and currently count the bulk of its eastern half of their own. However, the encroaching blight continues to eat into the amount of livable land, making the fight for more territory even more vital. Vampire thorns. While most flora are thought of as stationary roots binding them to the soil upon which their matron seed first fell, there are some species which have an uncanny capacity for locomotion, species such as northern storm's vampire thorn. Instead of drawing nutrients from the earth, these pitcher-like plants hide themselves in the undergrowth where they wait for prey to happily stumble by, at which time they rush out, emitting a foul cloud of mind-numbing pollen and vicious sap to disorient the victim while they strike and strangulate it with a pair of frighteningly long vines. Hornets, most commonly found in the woodlands of Rosaria and western Sambrek, hornets are often mistaken for birds due to their prodigious size. This mistake, however, can prove deadly, for the overgrown insects are extremely territorial and highly aggressive and will attack aught that might venture near their hive, using stingers laden with a poison potent enough to subdue creatures as large as a wyvern. Wolves, individually lacking in both strength and speed to subdue prey of any considerable size. Wolves will instead hunt in packs, communicating among one another as men might, so as to overwhelm their victims. While forever wary of other creatures, some breeds have been found to be more willing to form bonds with humankind, and thus can be found everywhere from traveling menageries to elite infantry units and the Imperial Army. Following rumors of children being mauled by wolves, the duchy ordered a mass culling of the beasts, which saw their numbers in Rosaria reduced to almost none. Avises, middling dragons whose membranous wings are attached to their forelegs rather than their torso. And end in hook-like talons used to rip apart the flesh of their prey. Their abundance in northwestern storm eventually resulted in mass domestication by the Imperial Legion, which alongside the spreading of the blight drove remaining populations south into the deserts of Demacia, where they now struggle for supremacy with existing species. Fafnir of the North, an ancient dragon adapted exclusively for life on the ground, and as such it is encased in a thick bony armor. Though its kin once claimed dominion over the northern territories, the spread of the blight inevitably forced this once gentle giant south in search of prey. Oh, there's still a lot. Crystal, one of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient aether from the air, allowing those without the innate power to do so to cast magics. And as most Velsilians cannot live without magic, its supplies and distributes is heavily regulated by governments across the Twins. A given shard can only channel a certain amount of aether before it shatters, to the need for the new crystal is incessant. Crystal rations. Shards of crystal small enough to be held in the hand, which allows those who are not born bearers to cast magics. The nation of the twins see such shards mined from the mother crystals and distributed to populace so that every man and woman of good character, bearers, criminals, and other undesirables not including, might enjoy the gift of magic. It is common for people to keep them in their persons in a protective case. Municipal shards. Large shards of crystal that are entrusted to towns and cities across Velcia in order to serve the populace. Or those shards rationed out to individuals might suffice to fill a cup or light an oven. Municipal shards fill wells, fire forges, and light the streets of the great cities of the twins. Aether. Life force of the land and the source of all magic. The amount of aether a spell consumes depends on its strength, with those manifesting more potent forces over a wider area coming at a greater cost. Larger crystals can channel more than aether than smaller ones, and thus can be used to cast more powerful magics. One might use a small ration shard to grill a fish, but would require a large municipal crystal to fire a blacksmith's forge. Magic. The art of channeling aether to make one's imagination manifest. This can take the aspect of one of the 8 elements: fire, water, wind, earth, ice, thunder, light, and dark, or more rarely be unexpected. While bears and dominions can cast spells at will, others require crystal to do so. Magic is a part of everyday life to the people of Velcia. Making it all but unlivable when they are deprived of its gift. First shield, title granted to the mightiest, most stalwart shield of the Rosarian army. The first shield is entrusted with the personal protection of the dominant of the Phoenix and is gifted a portion of the icon's power over flame, a boon known as the Blessing of the Phoenix. The Blessing of the Phoenix. The boon Joshua bestowed upon his brother upon Clive's ordination as first shield, allowing him to wield fire aspecting magic without a crystal. It has long been custom in Rosaria for the dominant of the Phoenix to share a part of his gift in this way, performing the rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint as their protectors, that they might serve them better. Non-magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within humans, known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, unique element, and 1 warden of each: fire, water, thunder, ice, wind, earth, light, and darkness. The common belief that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist was shaken by the appearance of a second icon of fire during the Imperial attack of Phoenix Gate. Priming is the act of dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strength of their icons to turn the tides of battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in control of the icon, even when primed on occasion. A dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot. Branded soldiers. Bearers forced to fight in the nations that enslaved them. Able to cast powerful magic yet entirely disposable, they are often placed on the front lines in battle or assigned to highly dangerous scouting or assassination missions. A brand. The mark applied to the cheek of bearers, identifying them as something other than human. The great nations of Velcia have a long-standing accord to brand their bearers in this way, that the slaves might be traded across borders. Newborn babes are checked at birth, those who are found to be bearers being branded and taken into the custody of the state. Rarely bearers evade this test, either because their parents hide them, the testers are lax in their duties, or their powers do not awaken until later. Yet most do not remain unbranded for long. Branded, a common pejorative term for bearers marked with the brand. Newborn babes are tested at birth, and those found to have the knack are branded on the cheek and taken into the custody of the state. The liberation of bearers. That which Sid and his allies strive to do, save bearers from slavery. To this end, they gather information about masters who most mistreat their property, that they might focus rescue efforts on the most in need. Freed bearers are brought back to the safety of the hideaway, and though many are unsure what to do with their newfound freedom, the combination of warm welcome, warm food, and a warm bed helps to calm their cares. The Fallen, the ancient yet highly advanced civilization whose relics can be found across the length and breadth of Velsia. Material from which these relics are constructed is far sturdier than steel and cannot be worked by modern methods, so the people of the modern day have elected to build inside and around them instead. They're said to be the remains of airships that once soared through the skies. It can be found across the length and breadth of Velsia. Sid's hideaway is but one of many settlements to take a fallen ruin as its foundation, taking advantage of the sturdiness of the ceramics, which are stronger than steel. They are not, however, immune to the passage of time, and so the hideaway is in need of consistent repairs. Airship. Legend has it that people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of the ships, though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below. The town of Lostwing is built around such a ruin. Redstone, a mysterious ceramic tablet that stands in the hideaway of a similar construction to the other relics of the Fallen, yet seemingly not a part of the airship proper. Its imposing appearance suggests some important function that has been lost in time. Whatever strange secrets lies within it, it seems to react to Clive's presence and urges him to unlock his hidden potential. Obelisks can be found across Velsia. The construction closely resembles the airships of the Fallen, and unlike them, they do not appear to have fallen from the sky, rather to have stood in place since time immemorial. They illuminate when Clive approaches, so for what reason it is unknown. After once being lit, they continue to shine with the same blue glow night and day, making them ideal for use as waypoints. Vesian calendar, the dating system used throughout the Twins, which marks the year of the realm that have passed since the signing of the Continental Accord some 800 years ago. In the centuries since, nations have risen and fallen, and the concord between them has faltered. The calendar persists. The Rosarian national anthem. Perhaps the most beloved ditty in the duchy, the Rosarian national anthem was written for the occasion of the new nation's founding and is filled with patriotic imagery of rolling meadows, rising flames, and stirring song. It was oft heard raising the rafters of ducal alehouses, particularly close to closing time, where disputes over the lyrics to the less practiced third verse would occasionally end in fisticuffs. Beastmen. Somewhat derogatory nomen given to collective groups of demi-humanoid beings that include goblins, orcs, and minotaurs, among others. Beastmen tend to differ from most wild creatures in demonstrating a distinct intelligence, possessing the capacity for spoken and sometimes even written languages, as well as complex tool building, and many have developed unique, albeit simple, civilizations of their own. Civilizations, however, will always come to desire to expand, and it is ambition that has resulted in countless clashes with humanity over centuries. Aegis. Dating back to antiquity, the term Egi has historically been used to describe those ethereal entities that can be conjured by dominance. Edges are capable of casting potent magics corresponding to the element alignment of their creator. Though unquestionably formidable, they will fade immediately should the dominant who gave them being happens to be slain. Bard. Traveling minstrels who journey from place to place performing in hostilleries across Velsia to the accompaniment of flute or lyre. They provide not only entertainment but information on the state of the realm, oft singing of significant events and important personages. Hideaway has its own resident bard that is illiterate amongst the residents might remain informed. Crystal fetters. A restraining device for bearers and dominants that use precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt the flow of aether through their flesh, thus preventing them from priming or casting magics. So valuable are the materials from which they are made, and so rare the skill required to craft them. There are very few specimens in existence, and they are only employed when absolutely necessary. Marks. Emblems that Cid's allies distribute to those in their circle of trust. It is a common for the rich and powerful of Vicilia to pin such marks to the bearers in their possession, that the slaves might go about their master's business unmolested. Orchestrion. A curious clockwork contraption that is able to perform several different musical compositions that flick with the flick of a switch. Media. The burning red star that sits beneath the moon. Folklore described Media the role of message bearer to the moon, so it is a common custom across Velsia to wish upon the star that one's heartfelt desire might be conveyed to the heavens and beyond. In the Journal of Moss and the Annals of Moss the Chronicler, a scholar of Velsia history, noted not only for his singular insight, but for the lyricism of his writing and exceptionalism that earned him the enmity of his fellow scholars and drove them from public life. Such were the misgivings towards him that only a handful of copies of the journal were ever produced, making the tome a prize find amongst collectors.
You are always welcome, Clive. And how might this old soul come again?
Alrighty, we are gonna call it here and end the stream. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so no stream. Thursday we will do some more of this. But I shall see you on Thursday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye bye.